Hi guys, and welcome to Angling For You, and today you join me fishing tackle and bait, and we're going to be having a look at the Aventus landing net handle. Now we've got the 5 metre, so it's a 4 metre with a metre's extension, and we're going to put it up against the Tournement Pro landing net handle. Now I know that's a 4 metre, but I will be doing it side by side at 4 metres to see what my thoughts are, because a lot of people, including me, feel that it's pretty much the same landing handle. All right, you're getting an additional meters extension on that, but you know, commercially wise, most people fish with 4 meters and only really use a 5 meter when you're doing natural fishing, which is very rare in my game anyway. So the package itself, it's 180 quid, so it ain't cheap. But you know, a ton is what, 140 I think they are, something like that, 130. So you know, you're paying for that little bit extra for the additional section. So firstly, I'm going to take out the main pole before we get to do any comparative work, and it is a good looking handle. We won't get out the extension just yet, we'll leave that there. But the handle itself is a good looking handle. Obviously the Aventus in big light writing, followed by the landing net handle 4 meters, and the nice guru emblems on there, and that's on the bottom, the nice guru in the orange, and again with the emblem. And it feels like a tawny handle. It feels very similar in the texture of what it is. Just if I can screw that off. And like the tawny, it's got different sections so you can have it at different lengths. So let's put that back on, and we'll get the other one off the other end. I'll put that in the old pocket. So let's put that back section down there a second, and we'll talk about the 2 end sections. So this is exactly the same as the tawny, and I'm using that as a comparative because I swear to God, it is so similar. So the section 2, this hand, has got the neoprene on, and that obviously is to guide that into the back of the additional section, which has got the eye just sunken into it. And both of them have got the nice graphics on there, and the slip finish. It's in like a titanium grey, and it does look really, really decent and feels strong and light in the hand. And the good thing about this is that you could have, obviously you can have it in a few variations. Now you could plug these two together and just use that as what I do for mainly for my carp fishing. So just put that to the side. So for my carp fishing and commercials, this is probably how I would have it out. I'll just stand a little bit further back so we can see it, and that's usually how I would have it out. I would have sort of that distance, and it's thick and strong when you're landing those big carp down the edge. Now if I wanted to fish a little bit longer, and I wanted to fish for silverfish with mine, and as the same of this, I would use the 4 meter extension, and that would be up to its 4 meters, like so. And again, super rigid and super light. What we'll do is we'll go now and we'll get the tawny out side by side at these lengths, and then we'll have a look with the final section that makes it obviously that 5 meters, and see what that looks like. Obviously we'll stick on some landing nets as well to see what that makes the difference. Okay guys, now it is the time to put everything to bed. This is the Tournement and the guru side by side at 4 meters. Now I'm telling you now, there is nothing in it. I mean, there is nothing in it. Everyone's gonna have their own opinions. Let's move them around to different hands. There might be, well, maybe the guru is a fraction at that length, a fraction stiffer, and I mean a fraction. But let's take that top section off and have a look at that side by side. So with them now at the around 3 metre length, again side by side, so similar. I mean, there's no in it there, there's no in it, nothing in it whatsoever, just absolutely bob on. And I suppose they're at a similar price bracket, because if this Guru was 4 metres, then, you know, it would probably be the same price. What we'll do before we move any further is just stick on the landing net handles, because obviously that's how we're going to be using them, and see the landing net heads, sorry, so to say, and just see what they look like side by side. Right guys, so we've got them side by side now. Got the 500 mesh net on from Guru, giving those a good old shake, and there's not much in it. I mean, they're really in at that range. I'm struggling, to be honest, to tell the difference. They're both super light, and just equally as good. So really that price range at the 140 kind of price range is roughly what the Guru would be without that extension. So let's put the extension on, and we'll have a look at that. So we've got that extension back here. I'll just put that on there and slide that one out. So the extension, like I say, is 1 metre. Again, it just looks exactly the same. It's got a little bit of a bung on the bottom to help if there's any sort of dropping onto the ground. It's like a little sort of rubber bung, and then obviously the section just slips on nice and easy. So let's pull off that end bung, put that in. So at the 5 metres, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with that, to be honest. That's really stiff at that. Let's just add that other mini section to it to make it the full 5 metres, because this has obviously got no additional first section. So realistically there, like if you're fishing for a big carp and you want to put that section on there and make it back up to 4 metres, but with you know, a little bit more in extension, you could do for carp. And then if you wanted to then add the extension and the number 1 piece, you get your full 5 metres. So we'll screw that one back on and put that on. Go right back down here. I mean, at 5 metres, that is really stiff for 5 metres. That is impressive, guys. Now that is, you know, there's not a lot of bend in that at all. To say it's at 5 metres, that is pretty impressive. What I am intrigued to see though is if I pulled off the back of the Tournement, would this fit into the back of the Tournement? It doesn't fit snug like it does in the back of the Guru. It doesn't fit snug. Probably goes in about 1 inch, which is interesting. But what I am intrigued to see is just if there's some interchangeability with any of these sections. For example, if you I mean, most people, it doesn't really matter this, but while we've got the Tournement out, would be interesting to see if any of the sections are that interchanged with anything. So might as well give it a go. I'll take off this landing net head to make life a little bit easier. So no is the answer. I mean, it will go on, but it doesn't go on very far. And if you were to try putting the end section into the mid section, again, they go on. It does go on, but it goes on about 1 inch, which is probably enough to hold it if I'm absolutely honest. But you know, I know that's not really a piece of consumer advice that's maybe necessary, but it's worth trying because people are saying it's the same mandrel, the same landing net handle effectively. So it doesn't go together in the same depth as if you were putting its own sections together. So putting its own section, it's got probably double the depth that it normally goes into. So if you are asking that question, is it the same pole just differently branded? No, it's not, because the sections fit together with about 1 inch, and the normal sections go together with about 2 inch. So that is the difference, but they do feel exceptionally identical. Definitely at 4 meters, there's a very slightly bit more strength in the Guru, and we're talking real marginal, and then with a Tournement and that at the 3 meters, I can't see a difference, if I'm honest, but I'm very impressed with the Guru at 5. That is really good. So is it worth it? I mean, it comes down to that thing, doesn't it? 180 quid. Yeah, it's worth it. I think it is worth it. I think I've only picked one up side by side. I've not gone through the old kit. I think it is worth it for that money. It's a lot of money for a landing net handle, and a lot of people are going to be going, oh my god, but it's all about budgets, and if you've got a budget for it and you want the absolute best out there, then certainly as a 5 meter handle, the Guru is definitely better than the Matrix one that I had at 5 meters, definitely, hands down. And you know, it's as good as the Tournement. They're both like for like. There's not much difference in that, so I would equally be happy with one of those. Do I think they should have done it at 4 meters? Yeah, I do. I think they should have done a 4 meter version. I think they should have sold it a little package with a booster for 5. I agree with that, but 4 meters, they should definitely do one at 4 meters. I think it's a necessary package for most people, and we're gonna, in another video, obviously look at the F1 handle as well, which is also quite impressive. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to join on the playlist and have a look at any of the unboxing reviews, our comparative videos, or any of the other features and things we do, then join us on those playlists. And if you want to go on the Facebook group at Angling For You and have a see what we're doing, and loads of great members on there, and Instagram at angling_for_you for photos, then definitely do that. And until the next one, guys, thank you very much for watching. Tight lines.